Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Davis. A 3-yard.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the Saints' 20-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Stafford's pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He completes it to Jones. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Opening drive, Charles does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2nd and 8.
Now Brees on the bootleg. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The tackle by Jones.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 27, Brees throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. To throw is Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be second and goal. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. To return, here's Agnew. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own.
Detroit's offense taking the field again. Charles, this is a Detroit team that got a big win in Week 3 at Arizona. Through the first 2 games of the season, Detroit was one of the pair of teams in the entire NFL without a defensive turnover. Did something about that against the Cardinals, intercepting Kyler Murray 3 times and made a couple of crucial stops in the fourth quarter. Matt Stafford drove the offense close enough for the Matt Prater game-winning field goal.
Yeah, that other team without a defensive takeaway going into this past weekend, the Houston Texans. So they got it done, did Detroit. Got their first win of the season, broke an 11-game losing streak dating back to last year. Signs of life in the Motor City, but it doesn't get easier. They're going to host a really dangerous and upset New Orleans Saints team. They're 1-2, just lost to Green Bay. They're looking to get back on track. Detroit looking to stay on track.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
A gain of
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
at the Saints' 22-yard line.
From the 22, Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully, they'll be kicking extra points instead.
Receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets him a call for 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
Second and 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete to Michael
A
Thomas.
7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw.
Point. And the lead is up to 8.
Lions 6. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia trying to erase this deficit. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Swift. Past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Happy for the Detroit Lions to get DeAndre Swift in the second round. Felt bad for the young man because I thought he was the best running back in the draft, and he lasted until the second round. What's happened for him? Running backs, I hate to use the word devalued, but people aren't going to take them quite as high right now, and he's in that cycle. But I think the Lions really benefited. This guy can cut, burst, run with power, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. I really like him, and he was my #1 running back.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, Stafford here. Complete to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Ray Swift, the ball carrier.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Marvin Jones.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 24. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to...
Emmanuel Sanders. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 72 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And off comes to Peterson. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Swift, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Catches Mango Hawkinson, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Johnson on the
that loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, they deemed him. They got 4 yards to pick up the first. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the Saints 7-yard line.
Now Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
Complete.
Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites it. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
It sets up the 4th down. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. And he's been down passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him up.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down and take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this is picked up by the Saints, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead as we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. To throw again on 2nd down. Brees. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Jamie Collins.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Breeze.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A 28-yard.
That's good. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Breeze to throw again. Breeze wants the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Well, looking at it from a defensive, very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy and full, of course.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Stafford delivers this to Hockenson, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They give it to Peterson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Really good stop there by David Onyemata, a very productive player for the New Orleans Saints. And how about this for a value pick? 4th rounder back in 2016.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is good. from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Lions 19.
It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
At the 34-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Darrell Roberts.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. But Charles, on a different topic, a neat story from Week 3 and that game between Washington and Cleveland. It was a history-making game in one respect. It was the first time in league history that you had women working on both coaching staffs, Jennifer King of Washington, Callie Brownson of Cleveland, as well as another woman, Sarah Thomas, working on the officiating crew.
Yeah, Ron Rivera, the head coach of the Washington football team, he said all we're doing is just creating opportunities for people who deserve it. And I know his counterpart, Kevin Stefanski in Cleveland, felt the same way. Quick facts on these people. Callie Brownson, Jennifer King, both got their starts at Dartmouth under Buddy Tevens, the head coach there. Sarah Thomas has already worked an NFL playoff game. So not only are they getting opportunities, they're running with them.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Saints first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, this is Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Josh Hill there to make the grab. And the Saints add on to their lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
19. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded. Oh, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
48-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on it almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Now Breeze lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Lions are going to jump back in front. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! And enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 30.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Breeze now on 1st down. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nearly picked off there. It would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New
4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers. And line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be pulled down and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Stafford. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really crush it.
Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Stafford on 1st down. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola there to make the grab. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Arrows on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own
out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On 2nd down, Kamara takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Thomas Morstead.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. He'll have him and all the way up to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
intended.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on first down. Swift, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
At the 41.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2-minute break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Stafford now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10 at their own.
So Breeze and the Saints down by 6. Just over 1:40 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on first and 10. To throw is Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
He's back to throw. And Thomas has it. And taking it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
That'll be complete to Cook. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
First down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the...
Now Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. This will be caught at about the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll look to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late fourth quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Now it's the Lions' turn, trailing by a point, 26 seconds to go. And they need at least 30 yards, you'd have to think, here to move the football to have a shot. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 50, Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Pressure again, and down he goes again. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Back to throw. Caught by Jones. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
45.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it? Even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.